Hello, folks. Welcome to the Scumdogs Kennel. I'm your host, Chris Williams. And, well, let's get into my show, huh? We're going to have a great one. But first, let me show off artwork from my own, from my comic book. Just let me go and get it. It'll be fun. You're going to love it. Just let me go. There's that. I also have to do this real quick. Just a moment, folks. Then we'll get right. All right. Just a moment. Oh. All right. Got that. All right, let's go over here. All right. Just a moment. Getting this right there. Here we are. Let me go over to share screen. And we have one person watching. Welcome to the Scumdogs Kennel. Enjoy the show. Here I have a pinup for my, hair metal doctor. He's one of the Scumdogs. He's a crossover between a hair metal musician and a mad scientist. It's a great pinup. I'm also gonna. Doesn't it look good? I'm gonna have this pinup out and other pinups out on T-shirts for you all to buy before my comic book comes out from Crypto Fashion. At least I'm going to attempt to. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? All right. That you can see he's in the spotlight. You can see him strumming his guitar. You can see the background looks pretty good. Not bad. All right, let's see. Let me go up here. Here I have a page from my graphic novel with Buick Starpoon upon it. You know, he's the guy with the pink pompadour hair with the little palm tree going out of it. He's a parody of James T. Kirk and Duke from G.I. Joe. And stuff like that. Yeah, he's a parody also of Buck Rogers. He's an idiotic version of the space captain archetype. He's going to be fun to watch. He leads his men, Girl Friday, Beach Pounder, Roadhog, and Blast Tank into battle. They're going to be fun to watch too. I have designs for them done, and I need to get them uploaded to my computer so you can see them all, and they look awesome. And my comic book, Scumdogs, comes along swimmingly. I'm nearly done with the latest page. As I've said, I'm thinking about launching my Indiegogo soon, so there's that. Now, here's the Scumdogs themselves. As I've said, Scumdogs is a parody of 80s cartoons, and Deathmug here, the guy in purple, is a parody of villains from it. He's got a skull face like Skeletor from He-Man, he's also got a silver mask, much like Cobra Commander from G.I. Joe, and he's got gold on him from like Serpentor from G.I. Joe as well. And of course he's purple like the Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And of course he has two cronies, who are basically a parody of the two guys behind him. Murder Mouth and Sloppy. They're a parody of Bebop and Rocksteady from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And the blue guy with the top hat is Murder Mouth, and the pink guy is Sloppy. There's also E.T. Allen and another Scumdogs behind them. Here you can see they're chasing down my parody of the Smurfs, the Snores. Don't feel bad for them as I keep making jokes. They're just, they're jerks. They're themed on carrots, and they look pretty awesome. And this is only the first cover. You saw another of the covers with Hair Metal Doctor. I thought of using that as a variant cover to my graphic novel because it came out so well. This one is good, and I have a few other covers as well. Well done. One well, the hair metal doctor one. And as you can see, this is a pretty good one. Now, let's go down here. Here's the first page from my graphic novel showing Akachi Jojo, and it's colored pretty well. It looks pretty well, but I've become so much better at coloring, so I may have to go back and recolor it. Looks pretty good, huh? All right, let's go down here. Here we have Miss Bursting Melons, another of the scum dogs. She's a parody of the Baroness from G.I. Joe, and she's just fun. Huh? You gotta love her outfit, huh? Looks pretty good. And this pinup will be included with the others in the graphic novel. And remember, my graphic novel is going to be 66 pages for the main story, but you'll also get, well, stuff like this included, like pinups and other stuff. And stuff you'll be able to look at artwork. You'll be able to enjoy it. So it'll be around 80 pages. Let's go over here. Oh, we have 2 people watching us. Thank you for checking in. Maybe we'll go over to, let's see, Indiegogo now and have some more fun. All right. Comics. Maybe I should just, whoops. Don't like that. Maybe let me do this. Let's go over here, explore the comics. Oh, Am I Evil? We also have Knights versus Pirates. Not bad. Otis Stein, 53 days left, 297%. It's been fully funded. That's great. Camel Moon's Hell Salad continues to do well. Let's go down here. Graveyard Shift Volume 3 has 11 days left, while Fatal... let's see, there's stuff to look at. Phobos is doing well. It's been it's almost fully funded with 21 days left. There, still going onward. Sorry if it broke down for a bit. I was trying to make sure it was going up. But either way, I'm back. As I said, I got Cosmic Book News up. Visual panels include Exif Hollywood, Disney Star Wars Clueless confirms, and there's that. Let's see this stuff. Maybe I'll go over to Bounding into Comics. Maybe not. I'll look at this in a moment. Some of these stories don't look all that great, so I'll go over to Bounding into Comics right now. Let's see this. All right. Let's see. Superman 1940s radio drama reenactment to be held at upcoming Explore the Multiverse. Batman scribe James Tynion introduces new villain Ghostmaker as the Dark Knight oldest rival. Ghostmaker? It sounds kind of bad. He's been around for years, has he? I have my doubts. Sounds like a bit annoying. Let's go down here a bit. Daisy Lee reveals. Let's see. This doesn't look too much interesting either. Trying to find something good. Maybe I'll go over to let's see. Disney Star Wars is dumb. To construction to deconstruction. To plan or not to plan. Was it even a question? Let's see. Much has been debated and discussed online as to whether or not the illustrious production team at Disney Lucasfilm had any sort of plan for their crappy trilogy. In the release of the first trailer for The Rise of Skywalker, the audience heard Palpatine's trademark cackle. They wondered if Palpatine was always meant to return. It was always the plan to bring back Palpatine in Star Wars 9. Explains that bringing back infamous villain Palpatine for Star Wars 9 has been the plan for a long time. You can watch Kathy state this here. Yeah, it's been the plan for a very long time, huh? I'm sure that's what you had to do and not just try to basically appeal to people, hoping that you can bring people into the theaters and not, have a heart attack when you realize everything you've done has failed, which inevitably failed anyway. It failed as well, bringing Palpatine back, Kathy. Because you're an idiot who can't think of original ideas and just relied on just old things that sell the Star Wars movies, which is why it failed so miserably. Anything else to say about that as I keep going onward? Is explain this as before I get, or should I just keep going onward with this article? I have to say, she was somewhat of a complete moron doing that. And she had a way to get out of it, but never mind that. She was just an idiot. What else can I say? Honestly, bringing back Palpatine in The Rise of Skywalker, a character who had been killed, in hopes that it would just work. No, it would not work. And you and the others at Lucasfilm know that now. Yeah. Honestly, I keep saying honestly, I should say like this. What were they thinking bringing him back? They weren't really thinking. They just panicked and just did the only thing they could because they killed off the last villain, their villain in the second of their trilogy movie, of their trilogy movies. Not a good villain. And Palpatine is not a good villain anymore anyway now because of what they did to him. But you can see it just, and her saying it was always the plan, my butt. Why even have the other villain if you were just going to bring him back? And then the other characters you fostered on us, or tried to bring down upon us, complete and utter idiocy. But hey, what can you expect from these guys? It's just making fun of them is the best thing to do. Those people at Lucasfilm, because they couldn't think of anything to do but give us bad movies, just because they thought that they could basically use Star Wars to get as much money as possible. Everyone would just lap it up. But no, they realize that now that that's not going to fly anymore. But what they've done is to basically make Star Wars nothing now. No one really cares at all about it anymore, and that's truly sad. Should I keep going onward, or do I have anything else to say about this before I continue with this article? Yeah. All right, let's get on with this. You can watch this here. Where's the sound?
Or anything. It's provocative. It asks questions. I think The Rise of Skywalker, it doesn't answer anything. It's provocative. It asks questions, and it could mean a lot of different things. And I think that that's what was important to us. We didn't want to have a title that felt like it was telling you the story. At the same time, it needs to feel emotional, which is a challenge to try to figure out what that might be. And I think
drivel, complete drivel, like that. But then in November 2019, fighter director Colin Trevorrow started talking about a creative relay race, which suggested that there wasn't any such plan at all. Yeah. There have been a lot of revisions to the sequel trilogy since Star Wars The Force Awakens, released in 2015. The film was written and directed by Abrams, served as the first part of a proposed 3-person creative relay race. Rian Johnson continued The Force Awakens story with The Last Jedi, and Colin Trevorrow would continue The Last Jedi story with the Star Wars 9. And like the original Star Wars trilogy, Disney gave creative autonomy to each writer-director. For example, Abrams conceived The Force Awakens with certain story. Why would they do that? Why would they take this multi-billion, yes, not just million, but gargantuan, all that money wasted just doing this creative relay race? Why would they risk it like this? That's an insane thing, I just realized. Why would Disney do something like that to a property like this? Because they trusted these guys? I guess. Not really. Probably they thought they just letting them to put agenda politics in that would sell it to the audience, and now they realize that wouldn't work. But doing that, just what if these guys screw up this creative relay race? They had nothing to work off of, and which they inevitably have done and screwed up, and now Star Wars is dead. Why would Disney do that? Because they were idiots. The Force Awakens with certain story threads in mind, ideas which Johnson didn't necessarily have to. Johnson didn't have to basically. Johnson didn't do it at all, did he? Didn't use any of those threads. Mark Hamill confirmed. Remember, George had an overall arc. Yeah, Mark Hamill says that. If he didn't have all the details, he had sort of an overall feel for where the three were going. But this one's more like a relay race. You run and hand the torch off to the next guy. He picks it up and goes. Ryan didn't write what happens in 9. He was going to hand it off to original Colin Trevorrow, now JJ Colin Trevorrow. Then The Rise of Skywalker was released to theaters and revealed that Rey was not a nobody after all, but was the daughter of a failed clone of Palpatine. This upset many SJWs had glorified the notion of Rey being a nobody. Yep, but what do you expect? They didn't have a plan. They didn't have a plan. So screenwriter Chris Terrio stayed pointing the finger directly at Kathleen Kennedy for coming up with the idea to bring back Palpatine in December 2019. According to Chris Terrio, who wrote The Rise of Skywalker with J.J. Abrams, this plot point comes from on high at Lucasfilm. According to McDermott, Lucas had told him that Palpatine was dead. What changed? Well, Lucasfilm changed hands over from Lucas's control to Disney, and the managerial preview of President Kathleen Kennedy and Senior Vice President Michelle Rodwin, two executives and producers at Terrio, is an interview with Edward Daly, credited with shaping the end of the Star Wars saga. The managerial preview of President Kathleen Kennedy and Senior Vice President Marjorie, two executives and producers at Terrio, is in an interview with Awards Daily, credited with shaping the end of the Star Wars saga. Palpatine's return and Rise of Star Wars, apparently Kathleen Kennedy's idea, though Colin Trevorrow, who was originally trapped to helm Episode 9, had credited J.J. Abrams with having the idea to bring the Emperor back for the conclusion. In a new Awards Daily interview with Rise of Skywalker co-writer Chris Terrio seems to shift the narrative a bit. In it, Terrio possibly credits Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy with wanting to bring back Palpatine. Kathy and Michelle had a clear plan for where they wanted the things to end. Terrio said they had clear plans about certain narrative marks they wanted us to hit. They also gave us a lot of freedom within that. We knew that Rey and Ren were utterly key to this trilogy, but we also felt that there was no way that we were going to not find a path to redemption for Kylo Ren, the son of Han and Leia. That's when we really started aggressively pursuing the idea that there is an old evil that didn't die. He continued, the source of the evil in the galaxies is the dark spirit waiting for its revenge and biding its time, the entity known as Palpatine in this version. His body died in Return of the Jedi, is patient and has been waiting. He dug his foxhole and has been waiting for his chance to establish his total domination. When asked if Palpatine had always been the plan prior to Episode 9, Terrio said, well, I can't speak to Kathy's overall intent. That was certainly discussed and was discussed before I ever came on. Kathy had this overall vision that we had to be telling the same story for 9 episodes, although from the slight hand of episode, let's see, 7, you wouldn't necessarily know Emily that we were telling the same story. She thought it would be a very strong end for the 9th movie, that this fits with JJ's because he loves magic tricks. Over strong, everyone could see it was basically telling the same story over again. Didn't do anything original, and that's why everyone hated it. Plan, huh? Bull crap. Also in December of 2019, comic book writer Tom Vitch recognized some of the clear plan as having come from his comic book Dark Empire. So it's quite the back and forth as to whether or not there was any sort of plan for the Disney trilogy and who might be responsible for it. And now Daisy Ridley has made the following comments as reported by Comic Book. Star Wars, Daisy Ridley said they were toying with Rey being Obi-Wan's granddaughter. As teased in the 2 previous flicks, her heritage was a nobody per se, nothing but a child of intergalactic junkies in Episode 9, and turned that notion on its head as it was revealed Rey was in fact the granddaughter of Emperor Palpatine. As Ridley herself says, it wasn't always that way. In fact, there was one point in the development of the sequel trilogy that Rey was going to be the descendant of Obi-Wan Kenobi. That was eventually tossed out as the Lucasfilm group continued working on the arc they wanted to implement through the 3 features. On Tuesday night, Ridley appeared alongside frequent collaborator Joss Gad on Jimmy Kimmel Live, where she spilled the details. No, at the beginning they were toying with an Obi-Wan connection. Ridley said of the Dingley part, there was different versions, and at one point she was no one. It was kept changing. So now Rey's lineages so how could Rey's lineage have kept changing? There was always a clear plan. How does a clear plan reconcile with the creative race? We may never know. But the crack team of feminists at Lucasfilm was known to have an actual plan. George Lucas' treatment for the sequel trilogy, which they chose to throw away. And McDeamon says George Lucas wouldn't have brought Palpatine back. I thought I was dead, McDeamon told Digital Spy in a recent video interview. I thought he was dead because when we did Return of the Jedi and I was thrown down that chute into galactic hell, he was dead. And I said, oh, does he come back? And George said, no, he's dead. So only one thing is for sure. The patriarchy had nothing to do. Had nothing to do with it. A prophecy fulfilled. There's this. I don't think we look this. What a bunch of bull, huh? Let's see. Can go back here. The Oscars announced the films must now meet inclusion. Maybe I'll get that too. Rumored cyborg actor Ray Fisher Ray Fisher. Blah, blah. Warner Brothers eventually released first trailer for Dennis Venturo's Dune. Colin Kaepernick returns to the NFL as a playable quarterback in EA's Madden 21. Yeah, I thought they wouldn't have him back because of all the anti-American things he's been saying, as I understand it. Of course he's returning because we need this guy back. And now Oscars must have inclusion standards to be eligible for Best Picture. Inclusion standards. Well, since the Oscars are crap, that's who cares? No one's watching it anyway. Let's go to something more interesting. Look at this. Get rid of this. There's a few more stories here. We looked at these. Or maybe I'll look at something else. What to go do? No. Let's go to, we got this covered. Let's see, Netflix. All right. Which look at this one. Resident Evil Village rumored to have multiple. Magic the Gathering reveals powerful artifact cards for Zendika Rising. Apex Legends players discover infinite ability glitch for Octane. All right. Don't see too many stories I want to look at. Here's how Aaron Paul could look at Electro in Spider-Man 3. Bringing Electro back, huh? And DFIFs are arguing which superhero trinity is more iconic. Daisy Ridley says Rey's origins weren't certain during Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker filming. Yep, that's to be expected. That is to be expected, and we just looked at that. Garrett, let's go to Dullards and Dimwits. Dullard and Dimwits. All right. W values didn't extend to Orion Black. Yeah, I guess they didn't have updated this at all. I wanted to see if there was. Let's go over here. Been doing this for 27 minutes. We have one guy watching. Thank you for sticking it out. Let's see what to look at next. All right. Butch Cleaver. Oh, Ethan Van Sciver's Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet is doing well. See this. There's Graham Nolan's The Chenoo. Let's take a look at it.
Good evening. Tonight's big story centers on the state of emergency declared this morning in Buffalo.
Between 4,000 and 5,000 cars said to be abandoned on city streets.
Buffalo is still very much a city under siege.
Space's wind whips the snow into 30-foot drifts.
Niagara Falls Air Base, one of their
Hello tonight, 10 below zero. Get off the streets and highways as soon as possible.
And that was the trailer for The Chenoo. You can still get it. It's a great looking book, and I would like to fund it soon, so I hope it stays like that. Look at this cover. And look at some of this artwork. There's also had an update, but before that, you can get the book for $25. Stein sticker book plus sticker, $25. Variant cover, $25. That's an easy thing for this one-shot comic book, which is good looking. It looks good, doesn't it? We can get back to this in a little bit. Right now, there's other stuff I want to look at. There's Vatidia Awakening, which has made 11,165. Uncharted Entertainment presents Absolute Book 1, which has made 8,605. So it is doing good. We also have Am Evil and Knights versus Pirates. All right, let's for that, let me try this. All right, over here, see about this stuff. There's that. All right, I think I'll go back over here. What to look at next? There's this stuff. There's a Fatal. We have Coded of Zombies. Blah blah blah. Totally Red Adventures of Zira. Graveyard Shift Volume 3. We have also this stuff here. Now, maybe I'll just go back and look at some other stuff. There's this stuff. There's Shanu. Looks pretty good. There's Phobos, Vestige 2, Fatal. What to look at next? Let's have some fun, huh? I could look at Totally Red Adventures of Zira. All right, let's go to here. Let's look at this now and have some fun. All right, that was a great trailer for Rad Adventures of Zira, and stuff like that. As I said, you see, have a great story with some great characters. You can get in stuff like that. Now, look at this stuff. Maybe I should look at some other stuff. What to look at next? There's U.S. Assassin. Which is made 4,440. Fan pack 75 USD. Let's see. Book 2 graphic novel 25 USD. Reprint U.S. Assassin Book 1 reprint 25 USD. Looks pretty good. You can get Action Book 1 and 2 50 USD, which is good. Ships worldwide. Looks good. Gotta love the artwork for this book. Look at this. Very good. Maybe I'll look at that trailer in a moment to look at next. Tether, there's Fatal, Skivers. There's this stuff down here. Let's do this. Fairy Quest, Slaughter Squad, Volume. We have, The Expendables Go to Hell continues to fund money. It's made $271 and $43. That's pretty good. You should back it because it's going out of in demand soon. Kozar Descended Madness has made $23,075. Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb 2 Premier Edition has made $44,000. So that's good. Let's see here. We have Peerless. We have Blacking. That Jawbreaker's Grand Bazaar graphic novel continues to do well. Xenotype Volume 1 is good. Kick Island is making money. It's making it. And Only Death Can Save Us is doing well. Let's see. There's The Lost Pages, which is, coming close to making even more money. It continues to fund well. Let's see if they've added any new anything else down here. Let's go to stretch goals. Well, maybe I'll look at the trailer first before we get doing that.
The Lost Pages, in the minds and hands of Zade Comics, comes the first book in their connected universe of heroes, with a cover by legendary illustrator Simon Bisley. The Lost Pages is a story of a magical book in the hands of a homeless man. Within it are tales lost to time of heroes from different eras and walks of life, all protecting humanity from evil. As the word of the book is spoken around a trash fire, new crusaders of justice will be revealed to this world. A supernatural vigilante on the hard streets of Chicago named the Silhouette. An ancient sorcerer battling horrific myth on the high seas known as Wild Card. A modern-day mental monster from the mind of a bodybuilder babe, Brimstone. And a pulp hero from the 1930s, a master of disguise donning the mask of the masquerade. This is just the beginning, for in the future these heroes and more will come together to write the end of the world. But for now, the ink of life flows on every page. Will you be there to read it? Only on Indiegogo.
Let me try it again.
Go.
No, let's this. Let's screw around with this and try something.
Only on it.
Before I do that, I'm just screwing with it a bit. Now let's go over here. Wow, look at some of this stuff, huh? You can get both books as well as books for $50 as well. And here we have Drift. Ooh, nice. Story, stretch goals, illustrator Monk, trading card to be announced, 25,000. Doing very nice, very well for this book. That's very good. Going back, the Lost Pages. It's a great looking book, and if you can also get fund for the Myths of the Lost Pages as well, getting 2 books, which is getting bigger and bigger. And look at this artwork. All right, that was that. We can look at Only Death Can Save Us now, which is a good-looking book. Some great artwork. Let's see, maybe... let's see. As I've said, this is a good-looking book. Going for $6,499, got 22 days left. Yeah, I'd say this is going to be funded. Though it should be... No one is talking about it. It is a great looking book. Let's take a look at this.
Only Death Can Save Us is a Bronze Age inspired cosmic fantasy realm, bringing together action and pathos as the ancient elemental known as Death leaps from his ethereal retirement to help a young soul protect her loved ones.
And I'll get back to this in a moment. Yeah. Oops. It's just so awesome when you can do this. And if you read the sample here, you get an idea of it. get an idea of what's going on. Yeah, I love this book. It looks with some spectacular artwork. We can look at the trailer in a moment. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Graphic novel and backer credit, 32 USD. Single graphic novel, 26 USD. Estimated shipping January 2021, which makes this a great looking book and are easily affordable. It's going to be below is the cover for an 8-page preview that can be downloaded as a PDF from, not bad, 80 plus pages. Yeah, that's good for this book. Let's see. 20 billion years ago, as the second age gave way to the third one, last great war raged between the Centennians, forces of cruel chaos who had ruled for a sliver of eternity, and the forces of order who sought to remake things anew. The Supreme called her warlords, the pillars of creation. Their purpose was not to bring apocalypse, but to bring forth the new age. Over time, the true purpose would be forgotten, for such is the fate of legends, and only their names would be remembered. Pestilence and death, war and famine. Damned, I loathe the demons, wretched things. You preach to the converted, brother. Their vile number seems limitless. 6,666. They have numbers, but their arrogance will yet be their undoing. Mark my words, brothers. You speak truth, sister Pestilence. Even now our mistress builds a prison to house them, a prison of love. She asks only that we lead them there. This is the word. Then let us draw succor from it. We shall know glory this day, my brothers. And thus it came to pass that the third age began with the vanquishing of evil and the renewal of life. But evil is patient. It clings to the dark places and waits for its moment to strike. What was won that day was a battle, not the war. That would come later. In another age, 18 billion years later. This is weird space, a place immeasurably close to our reality and incompatible with our physical existence. Within this place stands the Hall of Eternity, staging post for souls whose time has come to depart the physical world. In this hall, in this one heartbeat of infinity, each soul's fate is decided, be it enlightenment or another turn on the will of a reincarnation. Presiding it all, listening to each soul's story in turn is the warrior turned arbiter known as Death. Each soul is given the time it takes to tell their story. No more. And nothing else. Was riding my horse. Caesar didn't tell anyone. I call him that when something hit me right here in the back of my head. Next thing I know, I'm here, still better than the brother in Bretonia. That was wretched. And then the Flabinia hit the Flabarian, and I wound up here in Smeagolac. Next, upon each expedition, every city it bring from our plane must pass through these halls. And then Teddles ran into the road, so I chased him so he wouldn't get run over. Is he all right? You'll see him soon enough. And every single one, you'll see him soon enough. And every single one of them must tell their tale of woe. Next! Death was given his role here in reward for his service to the Supreme. It's under Mandine, comfortable, and still serves as mistress. It is, however, a little bit monotonous. Monotonous. You see, time has no influence nor meaning within these hollowed halls. Death likes to joke that the job will be the death of him, but he really has no idea what's coming next. Name! Christine Kaminsky, Chissy. To access eternity, I need to log your death. Shoot. My death? Oh, that explains a lot. Thank you. So I had to go back to work because I realized I'd forgotten to run the diagnostic on the phase shift composition subsystem. And I got some chips on the way. Yummy. Oh, wait, I meant to get some milk while I was out. Damned. Anyway, when I got to the lab, everything was like, woo, 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 you know. My supervisor, Dr. Nimtar, had opened the portal without me and all this. Well, madness came out and, wait, did you say portal? Yes, that's right. Cracked the cross-dimensional connection back in May. And cross-dimensional? Okay, stop right there. Yeah? Did I say something wrong? You need to start from the beginning, young lady. No chips, no milk, just the important stuff. Okay, deep breath. I went back to the lab, even though I had finally snagged an afternoon off to get my hair out. Ahem. We'd been working on a way to extract energy from different dimensions of reality. Really heavy quantum stuff. Way beyond M30, really. When I saw Dr. Nimtar had got the phase shift operational, I felt a little bit disappointed because he'd done it while I wasn't there. But then I saw his face and I realized I just knew that he had something else in mind. Oh my, that was when they came through. And then, great artwork and great story. Gotta love this. Look at this artwork. It's so beautiful. This is a great looking book. Only death can save us. And I really want to see it. I really want to back this book. Stretch goal funded at 5,000. Exclusive postcard of Pestilence, one of the Warriors of Light. Could this be the first in a set? Maybe. God, look at nice. Very nice. Wow, look at this artwork here too. Risks, challenges, checking up on us. There were always risks with the endeavor of a serious commercial project. We feel that our combined experience in production and publishing gives us a fair insight into how to put together a project of this type. No one is perfect, and this is our first crowdfunding experience. Should allow us to spot the snags in advance. But the unforeseen or just that unforeseen. Yeah. To balance that, inspire your full confidence that the team are determined to make the production of this book as transparent as possible, and the print is already scheduled in mid-November 2020. This means books could be delivered before Christmas, although international postage will most likely roll that into January 2021. So our delivery rate date on all of the trios reflects that. What we can commit is that all of the team have track records to have the highest standards in professionalism in delivery, and the Russ as the team leader is always available to contact and discuss aspects of the book's production. You can see how the book has been put together and how the production is getting on by the visiting Russ YouTube channel, Comic Book Black Belt, where he has live streams and regular screen captures of artwork available. You can also catch him on the usual online haunts, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, etc., or email him direct at Comic Book Black Belt. Click here to the Comic Book Black Belt channel. Refund will be honored during the initial campaign and 2 weeks after the backer's initial backing during the entered in demand phase, and after that, all sales are considered final. Looks good to me. Looks good. You can back this book for $20. Single graphic novel, 26 USD. Well, 26 USD. That's great for an 80-page novel. That looks beautiful. 3 claimed. Let's see. It's made 2,291. It has 22 days left, and it's only in its first 30 days. This book will make it, and I hope it does well. Let's see. We've been at this a while. 47 minutes in. Let's continue looking at some stuff. Let's see. Bounding into comics. Maybe I'll go back here. There's other stuff as well. Cosmic Book News. Maybe I'll go back over here. Yeah. This is only stuff we already covered within Disney Star Wars. Disney Star Wars Clues confirms Daisy Ridley. Yeah. Digital panels include Hellstorm, MODOK, more. There's that stuff. So nothing. Dune trailer is here. We can take a look at the Dune trailer, I suppose. Maybe. Let's get back to this. Looked at Only Death Can Save Us, and that is a great looking book. Let's see.
Only Death Can Save Us is a Bronze Age-inspired cosmic fantasy realm, bringing together action and pathos as the ancient elemental known as Death leaps from his ethereal retirement to help a young soul protect her loved ones, a world, and even existence itself.
Yeah, that was Only Death Can Save Us. One hell of a great looking book. Going back it, man. You really love it. Let's go over here again. Any chats? No, doesn't look like it. Let's see. Disney Star Wars is dumb. I think there's a few news stories I haven't checked out down here yet. Snoke Space plagiarized. Going past this stuff again. There's this. Leonard Berg mobbed on Twitter. Kathleen Kennedy legacy racist Star Wars. I could take a look at that in a moment. Let's go look at some more this stuff. Let's see. Jawbreakers Going Bizarre graphic novel.
Jawbreakers Grand Bazaar is the origin of the team, how they all met in and under the battlegrounds of Afghanistan back in 2008. The Grand Bazaar is this magical bazaar that pops up in different places around the world every 6 decades, 6 years, and 6 months. It's a place where anything can be found, haggled over, traded, or bartered. There's only one rule. You cannot use currency or credit to acquire that which you desire. Nothing has a cost, but everything has a price. The men who eventually form the Jawbreakers each find themselves in the Grand Bazaar for different reasons, but they end up banding together for survival.
And that was Jawbreakers Grand Bazaar. You can back this book for $25, but I'm thinking I'm going to try to back the Grand Bazaar God King combo for $50. I just need to be patient. So it'll probably be in demand for a while more. And look at this artwork. Look at here, this new artwork. Here we have one of the Jawbreakers and stuff like that, basically being harassed by demons, and he gets taken. Here he is. He meets his friend. They have a fight for a crowd, and it just looks good. Gotta love the artwork for this book. Here's some more artwork. Oh, here's some more artwork. Yeah, look at this. Awesome. Look at this right here. We have this as well. All right. Let's go down here, see some more stuff. You all trending. Forsaken God comic, the Gods Fear Me book. Ooh, Tales from the Netverse. Made 2,359, has 17 days left. Going for 3,000. Yeah, it's going to make. This is only in its first 30 days. It's been.
Tales from the Netverse. This ongoing anthology collects short stories introducing characters within the Netverse and are all connected to the main series, Nat the Merc. This 64-plus page perfect-bound anthology series collects short stories introducing Nat, Milani, Rose, Zed, and other characters within the Netverse that you'll get to know and love in this prelude. This volume contains 2 previously published Nat stories, as well as the previously published Helena Rose stories, introducing you to those characters. In addition, addition, you'll also be receiving 2 brand new stories by Simon Sim Paultier. Royal Rumble, colored by Seven Legions Michael Beacon. Also, Nat and Ted, colored by Spartan Scotsman of Xenotype. Arm up and fire off into the Netverse.
You can fund this book for digital TF. Tales from the Netverse book, 25 USD. Yeah. Simpack, 55 USD. Getting Blood Hunt, Tales from the Netverse, Blood Hunt book. Yeah, I like to fund that one. November 2020. Because I really like to get Blood Hunt. Oh, look at this artwork. I mean, the artwork here is pretty good. It's not the best I've seen, but this is certainly better than anything from Marvel. Just the characters alone look good. It's awesome. Let's see. Stretch goals. 5,000. Name Bob trading cards unlocks for all physical book backers. 10,000. Rose, Zed, and Ella Ricka trading cards unlocks art and print of the exclusive team-up trading card for all physical book backers. 15,000. Every physical book backer gets the Netverse crew stickers by 6 a.m. Comics and 2 plus 2 more prints get added to the sexy print tier. 20,000. Netverse Simusu special Ashken with guest artist Canels Figueroa Kala. 25,000. More guest artists will be added to the Ashken Nets album pitch. Looks good. Book and head sketch. Sketch cover 150. Nat Prelude. Nat the Merc 2012-13. Looks good. All right. There's also Forsaken. Black Tiger, Legacy of Fury. Not bad. Let's see. I think... let's go look at Am I Evil? Let's see. Metallica's Greatest Diamond Head cover song comes to life. Diamond song. The story. My mother was a witch. Whether it's Metallica's iconic cover at Diamond Head's groundbreaking original Am I Evil is a perfect heavy metal song. A thrilling 8-minute journey into a world of violence, bloodshed, and dark magic. Am I Evil? The graphic novel takes us deep into the story of lyrics that from the firework execution of the young Avenger's mother, or through his madness, his training, his connection, to the mysterious, sweet, and timely horror, and ultimately his blade quest. Let's look at this. Not bad. Looks good. Tier 1 Rose 1 USD. Tier 2 Richcraft 5 USD. Mentioned Social Media 5.2. Tier 3 Iron USD. Tier 4 Ice 25 USD. Tier Social Media. Am I Evil? 15 USD. Am I Evil print version for $15. Okay, that's pretty good. Plus shipping. And the artwork for this book looks good. Looks very good for this book. So basically, it's a guy for vengeance for being a, descended from a witch and a woman and stuff like that. Looks like an interesting book. Should I look at this trailer just yet? Or maybe say there's something I want to go. Oh, I'll get to that later on. Oh, I just remembered. Metallica is good and stuff like that, but I've been watching a lot of Razor Fist lately, and Metallica basically, like AC/DC, went sort of mellow in the 90s. So maybe something on Wasp, or maybe Alcatraz, or Megadeth and stuff like that, or King Diamond. Maybe this should have done a comic book about them and stuff like that. I mean, they have ample stuff which sound good for a comic book, but this is my opinion on Metallica. I've been hearing about opinions on them stuff, or maybe I'm being confusing with AC/DC, who went basically easy, not so much easy listening, but well, in the 90s, well, they became more mainstream and they didn't really have what they had anymore back in the 80s. So when I heard Metallica here, Am I Evil, made me kind of cringe a bit. Are we talking about the same band who, this is maybe at their peak and stuff like that? Maybe and stuff, I don't know. But I heard they weren't as metal as they were, it used to be when they turned more 90s stuff like that. But either way, let's take a look at this trailer. That's just my opinion. That's why I mentioned Wasp. I've been listening to a lot of music that Rageaholic has been doing on his, metal, on his metal show, where he talks about the best bands in his opinion. And I'm enjoying a lot of different bands he's mentioned. And I'm learning a lot about them too. Like the fact that King Diamond is a Satanist, but he's probably, more of a, he sounds less like a Satanist at being an atheist, basically just mocking religion, and more like an occultist. But then again, I don't really know. Most occultists don't consider themselves Satanists. They're into the occult and believe in mystical things that have existed and stuff. So, but he sounds like he says he's a Satanist, so maybe he's more just an atheist and stuff like that. But his music was awesome, and his story and what he had. So what he has is just awesome. But like I said, I've been listening to Wasp and these guys, and their music is just awesome. So when I hear Metallica here, mainly because I might just be confusing them for another band that Rageaholic said basically that basically turned into wusses into the 90s after the 80s ended. So I don't know about much of this. Only that Am I Evil looks good, but I would have liked this story to have come from a different musical band and stuff. But that's just my opinion. Let's go look at this trailer. Let's look at that again, huh? All right. That was Am I Evil? Looks good. Very good. Going back it. Well, that's if you like what you see. It looks good. We also have Knights versus Pirates here, which has made 15,607. Looks like it's been fully funded in September 2020 with another platform. Looks pretty good. That looks awesome. Let's see. Digital background, that Team Pirate, 13 GOB. Digital edition, soft cover edition for $13. 17 USD, I meant. Bookmark, art print. We have to take another look at this soon. An hour and 5 minutes we've been at this and having one hell of a fun time looking at these some of these Indiegogos, huh? And a lot of good ones out here. Let's see. Let's go down here. Stretch goals, the rewards, Knights versus Pirate Digital Edition. The risks. Bear witness to the most feared pirate ever to sail the seven seas. Blackbeard himself and his crew of ruthless cutters face off against the most revered king to rule over Great Britain, King Arthur, his Knights of the Round Table. That sounds good. But I was hoping this was more of a fantasy story in another world, where these pirates attack this one nation of peasants and like that. But then again, and stuff like that, because I didn't want the pirates to have guns, because the knights are going to basically be in a bad position since the pirates have firearms. On a quest from God, Arthur has dispatched 3 of his most trusted knights in search of the Holy Grail. Unfortunately for the king, he is not the only one that seeks the sacred prize. The king of the pirate Britons will be testing just like never before. He will put his life on the line for the sake of his country and for the sake of his people. Yeah. The infamous Blackbeard is on the hunt for the ultimate power that will allow him to rule over the 7 seas for all time, but this reward won't come easy. Blackbeard will have to use all of his cunning and brutality if he has any hope to defeat some of the greatest warriors that the world has ever seen. This looks awesome. Very, very awesome. That looks good. This looks like one hell of a great looking book. Digital background. Get a digital PDF of it. Zero claim. Most people seem to be going after for 17 USD. Let's go back over here. I'll go look at this trailer again in a little bit. There's Otis Stein. There's U.S. Assassin. Let's take a look at this trailer. Or maybe I should do, wait a minute, there's something else. Yeah. Let's go over and look at Chrono Mechanics. Let's take a look at this.
Hi all, I'm Archie Bear, and I'm a comic book artist. During my 35-year career, I have worked on many comic titles for DC, Marvel, and Image Comics, such as Adventures of Superman, Ultimate Spider-Man, X-Men, Cable, Spawn, Youngblood, Super Sons, and others too numerous to mention. Now, I'm rocking the indie scene, and that all began with my graphic novel, Black and White. And thanks to people like you, we made that campaign a huge success. Now, I'm hoping that together, we can do it again as I switch creative gears to offer you something new and exciting with a style created just for this Chrono Mechanics title. At this point, you may be saying, sounds good, but what is Chrono Mechanics about? Well, I'm glad you asked. This wildly funny sci-fi action-adventure graphic novel focuses on the best repair team to ever turn a wrench. I'm talking about Team 9.2 of Sector 7. Chrono Mechanics is about the brave, knuckle-busting son-of-a-gun repairman who fixed the big machine known as time. And yes, when I say machine, you heard right. What keeps our time running smoothly is an ancient, nuts-and-bolts cosmic clockwork machine that is as huge as the galaxy itself. So join Oof, a prehistoric businessman with anger issues. Caravaggio, frustrated Renaissance artist and inventor. Zinn, a child deity with the power of the gem. And a potential new recruit, Doug, a 70s rock god and slacker with crazy dumb luck. As they don their work suits and power up to repair a rip in time, will our slacker step up to become a chrono mechanic and take his place as the fourth member of Team 9.2 of Sector 7? Chronomechanics. They do more before the dawn of time than most people do all day.
Looks good, huh,
We
folks?
believe that you will have so much fun reading about the crazy repair misadventures of Team 9.2 as we did making it. So please support this campaign and then spread the word. Thank you. You are awesome.
You know what? I think I want to look at that again.
Hi all, I'm Archie Bear and I'm a comic book artist. During my 35-year career, I have worked on many comic titles for DC, Marvel, and Image Comics, such as Adventures of Superman, Ultimate Spider-Man, X-Men, Cable, Spawn, Youngblood, Super Sons, and others too numerous to mention. Now, I'm rocking the indie scene, and that all began with my graphic novel, Black and White. And thanks
I want to see that again. What was that?
Spawn, Youngblood, Super Sons, and others too numerous to mention. Now, I'm rocking the indie scene, and that all began with my graphic novel, Black and White. And thanks to people like you, we made that campaign a huge success. Now, I'm hoping that together we can do it again as I switch creative gears to offer you something new and exciting with a style created just for this Chronomechanics title. At this point, you may be saying, sounds good, but what is Chronomechanics about? Well, I'm glad you asked. This wildly funny sci-fi action-adventure graphic novel focuses on the best repair team to ever turn a wrench. I'm talking about Team 9.2 of Sector 7. Chronomechanics is about the brave, knuckle-busting son-of-a-gun repairman who fixed the big machine known as time. And yes, when I say machine, you heard right. What keeps our time running smoothly is an ancient nuts-and-bolts cosmic clockwork machine that is as huge as the galaxy itself. So join a prehistoric businessman with anger issues. Caravaggio, frustrated Renaissance artist and inventor. Zinn, a child deity with the power of a gem. And a potential new recruit, Doug, a 70s rock god and slacker with crazy dumb luck. As they don their work suits and power up to repair a rip in time, will our slacker step up to become a chronomechanic and take his place as the fourth member of Team 9.2 of Sector 7? Chronomechanics. They do more before the dawn of time than most people do all day. We believe that you will have so much fun reading about the crazy repair misadventures of Team 9.2 as we did making it. So please support this campaign and then spread the word. Thank you. You are awesome.
And that was Chronomechanics. Yeah, great looking book, don't you think? It's still in demand, so get out there and go and fund it while you have the chance. It's been in there for months, so I hope to get it eventually myself. But there are so many Indiegogos to choose from. And some of them I might have to do like $50 to get both books. But this certainly does look like one of the better ones. I really would like to get it. But there are so many of these books, it's hard to believe. That's why I want to release my own Indiegogo soon. Get it up before there any more competition out there. I think I have a winning idea with my graphic novel Scumdogs, don't you think, folks? I mean, really. All right. Let's see. An hour and 14 minutes in. We've been at this. Let's see. There's stuff to look at. I mean, let's go down here. Signed graphic novel team reading card, 25 USD. Oh, what's this? Bring on the posters, 45 USD. Oh, look at these. Let's see this. There's some more artwork he has up in stuff like that. Here's the cover, which is awesome. Oh, look at this stuff. Nice, nice. Gotta love it. Ooh, there's some more artwork. There's this looking good. Looks damn good. Poster package. Look at this. Look at this stuff. Now this looks great. Stretch goals, 15,000 locked. Variant cover trading card. Get the Cavero variant cover drawn by Carl Varro trading card. Cavero does one of the things he does best. 15,000. Unlocked 40,000. CM head sketch giveaway. 45,000 unlocked. Chrono Mechanics patch. Everyone gets a custom made Team 9 Second 7 Bird Iron patch. Iron on. Show your support for the hardest working team. Oh, that looks nice. Some final campaign words. I want to take a moment and thank everyone who supports the work that I do, basically as an artist. Now, let's see. Some final words. I want to take a moment to thank everyone who supports the work that I do. Not bad. Looks pretty good. Chrono Mechanics is still funding. It's made 49,000 for 680. It's good money there, and with one hell of a good-looking comic book. Let's see this. See other stuff to look at. Let's go back over here for a moment. There's Outlaw Knights, Genesis of a Renegade, which is still funding in demand. It's made 7,205. That's another one that needs to be pushed. So go back that while you have the chance. Magnificent 7. Brecca Bracca Fantasy Christmas Story is made 2,269. So yeah, that's doing well. Let's go over here. Well, maybe I better erase this before going further. There. No, that's not right. Here we are. I was going to look at Knights versus Pirates trailer again. And that was the Knights versus Pirates trailer. One hell of a good looking book. You can get it for $13. Looks damn good. Damn good indeed. Now, we've been at this for an hour and 18 minutes. We're coming to the end of this live stream. We've had some fun, looked at some stuff. We had some really good fun here. Look at some new Indiegogos. Let's see. Let's see it. I thought I'd bring Chrono Mechanics back up. Maybe I. Let's see. I misspell it. I thought it was CRONO Mechanics. I don't see it. It's annoying, very annoying and stuff. Either way, go and subscribe to Stitch Together Picks. It's hosted by the maniacal cinephile. You'll love his reviews of movies. It's a YouTube channel that deserves more subscribers. And go over to Creepy Little Book. Creepy Little Book is like the Art Bell radio show. He does live streams every night. He talks about the weird and strange things that go on in the world. You'll love his his live streams. He also releases videos that talk about these little videos. He every once in a while, at least once a week and stuff, where he talks about the weird and strange things. That's Creepy Little Book. Go and subscribe to him, his YouTube channel. Well, go and subscribe to Creepy Little Book. And also, if you're on Twitch, go and subscribe to Robot Co-op. They're on Twitch now, so you'll enjoy their stuff. They do these live streams with these robot puppets, and they are funny as hell. Go and subscribe to Robot Co-op. And go and subscribe to my own YouTube channel, Read Comics That Are Bad For You. There is misspelled. It's THERE. Make sure you're still subscribed, okay? And I'll be back again tomorrow around 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock for another live stream. Today has been a great live stream. Oh, yeah. Go and subscribe to my channels on BitChute and Library. They're both under the name Comic Freak. Today's been a great live stream, hasn't it, folks? We've talked about weird stuff, comic books and all that, and had some fun. Let's see. Oh, maybe I should do this. No, that didn't bring it up either. That's weird. Maybe I should try. Before I go, maybe I want to do this. Can mix. Let's see it. How strange. Oh, wait a minute. Creative Works, comics. That didn't bring it up either. Oh, very, very weird. I know Chrono is spelled Chrono. And that's what I did. Chrono. That didn't work. I don't suppose it's down here. That was funny. And still, it doesn't come up. That's weird. Either way, we had some fun. We've been looking at this for a while. I think I'll end my live stream soon. And stuff. But, well, as I said, I'll be back again tomorrow around 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock for another live stream, and we'll continue having fun. Let's see. Let me go. Damn it. Where? I'm lost now. There we are. And stuff. Etherman Skyverse Cyberfrog 2 has made 1,081,228. Cyberfrog 2 is doing good. Let's see here. Hammer is doing good. Camel Moon Tail Salad is doing good. Oh, wait a minute. Let me try this. Let's see if this brings it up. Mechanics. What is Stein? I don't know what's going on here. I was just there. Now I can't find Chrono Mechanics again. I'm pretty sure I spelled mechanics right. Let's try this. Chrono Mechanics. Chrono Mechanics by Bear. Well, wait a minute. Wait. Whoa. I misspelled it, didn't I? I forgot the H. CHRONO. And there it is. Well, we're back here again, so that's good. I was annoyed about that. I should have figured it was Chrono. I can't believe that they didn't bring it up, though. As I said, this book deserves to be funded, and it looks good. Outlaw Knights continues this fund. It's 7,205. It's another pirate book about space pirates. And it's just doing good. The Graham Nolan's The Chenoo just continues to make more and more money. It's made 76,968. And I would like to fund this book because it looks the way like that. Right. So yeah, it's doing well. These books are doing great, and I love Comicsgate books. They are just so good. All right. I mean, they are so good. All right, I think I'll end my live stream right around now. Maybe a moment. I take another look at this trailer because I really enjoy watching it. But look at some of this artwork here. Looks good. And we have this stuff right here. Great looking book. Joe's Drive-In. Gotta like the way it looks. All right. I'll be back again tomorrow around 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock for another live stream. So be sure to check me out again then, folks. Okay? Unless you guys, I see we have more people in the chat. If you want me to stick around and talk about comic books some more and maybe look at some other stuff, send me a chat. I'll stay around just a little bit more if you guys want me to do that. Huh? And remember, that we're just going to be looking at some stuff. Yeah, look at this. I gotta love the artwork here. This looks so awesome. I would love to. I'd love to fund this book soon, but I have to decide which books I want to get. And some of these posters look awesome too. Twofer. Trading card, Eugene trading card. Yeah, it looks good. So this book should probably remain in demand for a few more months. So there's a good chance I'll have the money up for that. There's updates. September 5th. Wishing for a Time Machine. We realize it has been a while since our last update. We were hoping to have the current book to you by now. However, due to a series of problems with our print Maxim, we are behind our schedule. Maxim shipped 114,100 copies of a book that we did not approve and told us the books were fine, but they were wrong. The colors were so dark and heavily saturated that some pages were almost unreadable. For months, they kept saying they would try again to get it right. And at that time, they tell us, gee, we're sorry, but we can't print the colors right and no longer wish to work with you. Moving forward, we have found a new printer that we trust, and they have all the files, Chrono Mechanics retrofitting the web art book. We should be getting the proofs this coming week. Knowing that, I know that about Maxim, I wish I could go back and not use them. Where is a time machine when you need one? Too bad. That's sad. Well, took a look at that now. Let's see. Chrono Mechanics looks good. Let's see. Any chats? Nope. Doesn't look like it, folks. So I guess I'll end my live stream. Remember, I'll be back again tomorrow with another live stream. Okay, folks, around 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. So be sure to check me out again. Yeah, to be sure. I'll be back again then. Okay, folks. Enjoy. See y'all later. Okay.